Dear students, today we are going to learn about ratio and proportion. In the previous video, you have learnt about what is ratio, what are the properties of ratios, what are equivalent ratios, and what are the comparisons of ratios. Now, in this video, you are going to learn about proportion. What is proportion? When two ratios are equal, we say they are in proportion. We use the symbol double colon to show the proportion. In general, we can express a proportion as A ratio B proportionate to C ratio D, where A, B, C and D are respectively the first, second, third and fourth terms of the proportion. The first and the fourth terms are called extreme terms or extremes. The second and third terms are called the middle terms or means. Let's see an example. 3:6 is equivalent to 1:2. Here 3 is the first term, 6 is the second term, 1 is the third term and 2 is the fourth term. And 3 and 2 are the extremes and 6 and 1 are the means. Thus, in a proportion, the product of extreme terms is equal to the product of the middle terms. Here, A ratio B is proportionate to C ratio D. That means A ratio B is equivalent to C ratio D. And we can write in fraction also. A upon B is equal to C upon D. Therefore, A upon B is equal to C upon D. Product of means is equal to product of extremes. That is, B multiply C is equal to A multiply D. Next topic is continued proportion. In a proportion, if the second and third terms are equal, then the proportion is called a continued proportion. Let's see an example. If 2:4 is proportionate to 4:8, then we can say that 2, 4 and 8 are in continued proportion. Next is mean proportion. If the terms A, B and C are in continued proportion, then B is called the mean proportion of A and C. Let's see an example. If A, B, C are in continued proportion, then A ratio B is proportionate to B ratio C. That means A upon B is equal to B upon C. Or you can say that AB square is equal to AC. Next is third proportion. If the terms A, B, C are in continued proportion, then C is called the third proportion. If A upon B is equal to C upon D, then AD is equal to BC. If A upon B is equal to B upon C, then B square is equal to AC, where B is the mean proportion and C is called the third proportion. Let us understand with the help of example. We have to find the third proportion of 10 and 20. Here, if A, B and C are in proportion, then B square is equal to AC. So 20 square is equal to 10 into C. That is, 10C is equal to 400 and C is equal to 400 upon 10. As you know, the value will become 40. Therefore, the third proportion is 40 here. Now let's move to unitary method. The method of finding the value of a unit quantity of an item on the basis of the given information and then finding the value of the desired quantity of the same item is called the unitary method. Let us understand unitary method with the help of one example. If the cost of 2 dozen pencils is rupees 48, what will be the cost of 6 pencils? You know 1 dozen is equal to 12. Therefore, cost of 24 pencils will be rupees 48. Therefore, the cost of 1 pencil will be rupees 48 divided by 24. That means rupees 2 because 24 2s are 48. Now, cost of 1 pencil is rupees 2. In the same way, we will take out the cost of 6 pencils. That is rupees 2 multiplied 6 is equal to rupees 12. That is cost of 6 pencils is rupees 12. There is one alternative method. We can also solve the above problem by the proportion method. If two quantities are related to each other in such a way that when one increases or decreases, there is a corresponding increase or decrease in the other quantity, such that the ratio of the two quantities remains the same, then those two quantities are said to be in direct proportion. Let us consider an example. Here the pencils are 24 and its cost in rupees is 48. Now we have to take out 6 pencils and I don't know the cost of that. So how to take it out? 24 ratio 6 is equivalent to 48 ratio x. Or you can say that 24 upon 6 is equal to 48 upon x. Therefore, the value of x is equal to 48 multiplied 6 upon 24. That is rupees 12. Therefore, the cost of 6 pencils is equal to rupees 12. In this way, you are going to solve the questions by using unitary method using proportional method. Thank you and have a nice day.